Now let's look at some more examples of even and odd functions. So the first thing is let's look at the rules. And the rules are pretty simple. If f of negative x is equal to f of x, then it's even. If f of minus x is equal to minus 1 times f of x, in other words, after you factor a negative 1 out, you get exactly what you started with, then it is odd. If it's not even and it's not odd, then it's neither. So here you want to be very careful. It's not enough just to figure out if it's even and then, because unlike numbers, functions can be even, they can be odd, but they can also be neither. So let's look at an example. Is g of x is equal to minus 4x to the 6 plus 2x squared even or odd? So the first thing that you do is you go g of minus x. That's minus 4 times minus x to the 6 plus 2 to the minus x squared. Now let's focus in on this problem right here, minus x raised to the 6th. So anything raised to an even power will always be positive. If you don't believe this, you could multiply it out. That's minus x times 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 minus x, right? And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, negative, 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 negative. So that's going to be a positive x to the 6. So that's positive x to the 6 times minus 4. Negative x squared is negative x times negative, so that's a positive x squared. And then you get minus 4x to the 6 plus 2x squared. Now the question is this exactly what you started with? And it is, so this is an even function. That's all there is to it. Let's do another example. Is equal to 5 x to the 7th plus 3, no, let's do 8x to the 3rd minus 5x. So you have k to the minus x, 5 to the negative x to the 7th plus 8 minus x to the 3rd minus 5 times minus x. Negative x to the 7th is simply going to be a negative. You're going to get x to the 7th, and you're going to end up with the term being negative, so that's minus 5. How do you know that? Because the power is odd, an odd number. Let's do negative x to the 3rd. That's a negative times a negative times a negative, which is going to be a negative. So that's negative 8 x to the 3rd. The next one's easy. It's negative 5 times negative x is a positive 5x. Now, is this exactly what you started with? It's not. So this is not even. Next step, factor a minus 1 out. You get 5x to the 7th plus 8x to the 3rd minus 5x. What do we do here? We factored a minus 1 out, so we divided everything by minus 1. So everything changes signs. Now, is this exactly what we started with? It is. In other words, k to the minus x is equal to minus 1 times k to the x. And that's the definition of odd, so this is an odd function. And that's how you determine if functions are even, odd, or neither.